Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking money, my favourite topic, and it's a bit of a complaint really, but also a little bit of a warning as well, right? First of all, I warn you that I'm going to be talking about money, and I am going to be complaining about money, and I am going to be complaining about YouTube and Apple. Specifically, those are my trigger warnings if you're entirely triggered by Apple or YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, so some of you may have noticed recently that I had a membership thing on the go, right? And it suddenly stopped, right? Taking that away for the moment anyway. It wasn't actually regarding money at all. It was for a separate thing. It wasn't to do with what I'm talking about today, but I was thinking about putting it back on. Well, actually I was going to put it back on rather, but I'm having second thoughts, and I'll tell you for why now. Because also you may have noticed those little like donation things, like in my chats, super chats, right? I don't know why they're called super chats. Bloody stupid name. Anyway, super chats. You pay, you donate, you're giving me thanks, I guess, for what I do, and it's very, very much appreciated. Always, right? However, one thing that a lot of people may not know, and I don't think this is talked about. I don't think creators would like to talk about this because it's talking about money, and it may come across as like I'm complaining, and I'm not. Well, I am, but I'm not. I'm not complaining about how much I receive. I'm complaining on behalf of everybody who donates, right? Because what I'm about to say is absolutely scandalous. Scandalous, right? So if you make a payment to me, if you donate money to me, right, to me, YouTube take a cut, right? I think a lot of you probably know that, but I personally think that YouTube shouldn't take a cut of donations, because I think that if you as subscribers are donating to the creator, then I think that's who you want the money to go to. You don't want it to go to YouTube, do you? Anyway, that's by the by. That is what they do. They take 30%. Now, what you may not realize, and this only applies to those who donate and pay through Apple Pay, right? All the other payment methods I think are fine. You know, they take a little bit of a fee because of the processing fees, like credit card processing and things like that, which is acceptable. It's to be expected. However, Apple themselves, now if you make a payment through Apple to me or to any other creator on YouTube, Apple Pay take a whopping 30% of the money that you've donated. People don't know this, and this is why I'm telling you. It's because I don't feel like it's explained maybe when you're making the payment that a lot of the money you are paying to Apple, right? And again, I don't feel like this is fair, right? So as an example, I recently got a donation of £30, right? Which is very generous, exceptionally generous, right? Now, any donation is generous, by the way. I appreciate it. It's not the amount, but this is an example of what I'm talking about. Out of that £30, I received £12.17. Now, I think that is absolutely horrendous. Horrendous, I do. Because you you guys are donating your hard-earned money in good faith that it goes to me, and it's not. It's just not. It's the majority is going to YouTube and Apple. In fact, I, as the creator who you were donating the money to, gets the least. You know, I mean, it's about 40% in total. This is only if you pay through Apple Pay. You know, as I said, the other payment methods are pretty much okay, but Apple take a 30% service fee, just for the privilege of using Apple, I guess. So in case you were in any doubt about what I'm saying, it says here, YouTube creators receive a 70% split of Super Chat revenue, with YouTube keeping the remaining 30%. However, when a Super Chat is purchased through Apple Pay, an additional 30% Apple service fee is also deducted, impacting the creator's actual earnings. This means that for every dollar donated via Super Chat through Apple Pay, the creator receives about 39 cents instead of 70 cents. You can see why this is it's a scandal. In my opinion, it's a scandal. There's not a fair market here. Apple charge what they charge because they can. They charge it because they can get away with charging it. There is no competition, right? The only competition is Google Pay, and they don't charge 30% as far as I know. And credit cards and shit like that. People like convenience, which I get. It is convenient to pay through Apple Pay. It's just one click, done. However, they're not paying, or you're not paying the person that you want to pay. You're paying Apple, right? And I think that at bare minimum needs to be explained to people who are paying, because I don't think that you know about it. Because I reckon if you knew about it, you'd have second thoughts about actually doing it, I reckon. So where does this leave me with payments, memberships and things like that? It's difficult because I like the fact that the memberships are kept on YouTube, because it's easier, it's convenient, people like it, it's good, but it's not good in terms of what we've just discussed. I don't like it. There are other platforms, obviously. There's Patreon. They also take a fee. I'm not too sure how much it is, but then there's the one that I already use, Ko-Fi. I don't find it's as good a platform as the others, but they take no fee. The only fee that they charge is literally like PayPal fees, and the platform take nothing at all. So, so it is altogether a better platform. Anyway, this probably is of no interest to the vast majority on my channel, but I thought I'd bring it to everyone's attention, and to people who aren't even part of my channel. Maybe they want to know, because this is, in my opinion, it's ridiculous, it's unfair, it's unethical, and it's scandalous. And I think more awareness needs to be made, because I don't believe for a second that people who are paying through Apple Pay want the money to go to Apple, or to YouTube for that matter. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this situation. Thank you all so much for listening to yet another Dougal rant. I'm back here every single day, with new and exciting videos that you can get your teeth into. Thank you all so much. Subscribe to the channel if you want more. If you want to hear more from me about anything, let me know in the comments down below. Anything at all, at all, at all.